Welcome to Rokk Around the Clock, daily cloud gaming news live at the same time, Monday to Friday. But first, if you're new to the show, please subscribe and hit the bell. If you'd like to support the channel, why not hit the join button on the channel homepage and become a member of Team Rokk. Hello. This is actually working now. It wasn't working just now. Hang on, let me turn me down. Oh, where's the audio on this thing? There it goes. Oh, down. I don't know why I was coming through. The audio shouldn't, but anyway, it did, and who cares? Let's kill that off. Let's bring me back up. Oh, it's my phone. That's what it was. How are you? And at this moment in time, this is probably just me watching, and that's fine because this is completely unscheduled, which means that we may get nobody turn up. Let me just see. Maybe I can get some light. Whichever way I turn me, we either get washing, which is pretty uninspiring. That's quite nice, actually. It's not. Yeah, that's not bad, is it? Let me pull the chair around here. Let's see if I can. Do something about this. Let's see if I put myself. Oh no, flat. It was working, wasn't it? It was okay just now. We got some light, little slither of light on the old cap. That's all good. So this is going to be a really quick one anyway, because family, dinner and all that, and by the time I get back it's going to be really late and nobody is going to want to tune in while it's Friday night. Now you'd think in tropical paradise there would be no road noise, but because these islands, because the Keys are a kind of narrow strip, you can't go anywhere without a road. There's a road everywhere. Certainly that's the case if I want an internet connection. So that's why. See if I bring myself up here. It's not, is it? It's actually. It's a really beautiful resort where we're staying, and in a beautiful little place as well. Our own little place. But you can't escape it. There's noise everywhere. So this is let me think about this. We arrived Wednesday. It's Friday. It's actually about 11 p.m. in the UK, I believe, and it's 1800 and something in the States, or at least on the East Coast, 1806. There we are. So, all good. Now, as I was saying, I'm not going to expect a huge amount. Put some music on. It's not going to be a usual Rokk Around the Clock. I'm not going to be doing wheels and spills and news and stuff. It's really just to say hello and touch base, because I did promise that I would be doing a show. Now, of course, normally we go out about 6 hours ago. So a lot of my audience, a lot of you guys are not going to be able to join me right now, and that's fine. I absolutely understand that. It's not an issue at all. But certainly it's a little marker in the sand for those of you who can. Now I'm just going to double check that I am indeed on YouTube. Yep, there I am. Oh, look at him, bless him. So, we've been here for, as I say, this is our second full day on the Friday, and we're here until Saturday week, so another seven and a bit days. Today, we went for a walk around a park called Crane Point Hammock. Really weird name, and it's basically about 63-64 acres of proper original Florida or Floridian Key countryside. Now, most of it around here has been turned into condos and hotels, and they've just chopped down. I mean, it's just usual human stuff, isn't it? It's all well and good planting palm trees, but ultimately all the original mangroves and all of the vegetation's gone. So this was a really beautiful park with all natural, 63 acres of nature, which included the biggest spiders. They were huge. Now, my daughter, my youngest, is an absolute arachnophobe. She hates them with a passion. So once she saw these things up above the pathways, that was it. She was gone. She spent the next half an hour or so as we made our way back to the car, just doubled up trying to avoid it. I was like, they have no interest in you. If they fall out of the trees, then they've got no way of getting back to their exact web, which is their home. So anyway, she was none the happier, bless her. But there you go. So I hope you guys are well. I see that I've now got a couple of you joining. That's lovely to see you. Please do say hello in the chat. I'm not going to be here for very long. It's just a flying visit. I appreciate that. Christian, hello. Lovely to see you, and thank you for saying hi. As I was just about to say, Chris, it's just a flying visit. I've got to go and attend to dinner duties, or at least get ready to go out for dinner. So I just wanted to say hi. I am also very sorry about the lighting. I can't do a huge amount about it. If I could kind of do this, but then I'd have to hold the laptop up. What happened? What do you mean, what happened? What happened where? What do you mean? What are you saying? I don't know. Oh, look, the chat's working on screen. That's good. I was hoping it would. I put this little chat thing together. Let me just move that over there and make it a little bigger as well. There we are. Oh, that's pretty cool. That actually works quite nicely. What happened, Chris? What were you talking about? Oh, yes. I was saying that we went to a park today, which is like the last 60 odd acres. It's the largest piece of original Florida Keys land. So it's kind of like a conservatory. It's like in a trust form. It's called Crane Point Hammock. I'm not sure what a hammock is in this instance, but it's got some relevance to geography. But there were these huge spiders everywhere. Because it's nature, it's natural, isn't it? And my daughter is an absolute arachnophobe. She hates them with a passion. So the minute she saw these things, that was it. Show over. Couldn't wait to get back to the car. So yeah, which was a shame because it was interesting. It's lovely to see. It's lovely to see nature in its rawest form. Yeah, that's it. That was on our trip. And well, it's kind of, there's not masses to do on the Keys. I mean, I'm not a drinker, and I'm not much into cuisine either. Although we went for a meal last night and it was horrible. It was really bad. Okay, you should be able to hear me now. I'm on the internal mic, which is a bit boring because it won't be as good as the external mic. I've no idea. When you're out and about on the old tech, there's not a lot you can do about it, is there? Plus the lighting's awful, and I'm not going to be here for very long anyway. So I just wanted to pop in and say hello, hello, and remind you that I still exist. I was on Rock Players last night, by the way. I did manage to sneak into Players, which was a really good show. If you've got any interest at all in the new Asus ROG Ally, then I highly recommend that you go and watch it. So I doubt this microphone is very powerful, so I brought it fairly close to my face. It's so annoying. It's annoying. I mean, I've got these hideous headphones on that have no, they have no internal feedback. So, which I hate. I when I'm talking with my normal headset back at base, I can hear me in the headphones. It makes such a difference. But I don't hear anything, and there's no pass-through for these. So, annoyingly, I was wearing them, but I don't need to now. In fact, I'm going to take them off completely. There's absolutely no point, because you're hearing me on the, let me go, oh, take that thing off my head as well. Oh, itchy. You're hearing me now on the internal mic, plus you're probably getting all the noise. There's a lot of noise around here. There's a little pool. In fact, I could probably show you this. Let's see. Now, there's a lovely water fountain, and then to the other side, there's a lovely little pool. There's actually, I think there are 3 or 4 pools in the entire resort. There's a beautiful big one in the centre, but this is just our little one here. These kind of apartments that are here, they're very pretty. So yeah, we're just chilling out, enjoying. It's been very, very warm, very hot, and we've got reasonable Wi-Fi here. It's about 250 megs in our room, and I'm just trying to get it so that you actually see me. It's about 250 megs in our room as a human being. I mean, look at somebody with their cases. And then out here it's about 260, I think. So it's just enough to be able to do a stream. We're going to be heading down to the beach in a minute for something to eat. Although, to be fair, I'm stuffed. I've just eaten crap for 2 days. Loads of cookies and burgers. We went to Wendy's today for lunch, and I remember Wendy's being like a diner where somebody came around and took your order, but it's like self-service. It's like a McDonald's now. What happened? When did that change? I swear. Having said that, the last time we probably went to a Wendy's was the thick end of at least a decade ago. So it's a great chance that that's not how it works anymore. I was quite disappointed. I used to love it. You'd walk in there and some lady would come up and say, "What can I get you guys?" And we'd have a little chit chat. And now it's just a bunch of folk behind a counter, like kind of in traditional McDonald's kind of way, really. Anyway, so I don't know. Is IHOP the same, or is that still a kind of diner experience? Because I miss the diner experience. It's quite gutting not to have that. I could actually just bring you guys up on chat anyway. There you go. Irrespective of my new chat feature that in reality I don't need. I know you can hear me now, and my apologies for it not being great, but that's the problem with internal mics. IHOP is still diner style. Brilliant. In that case, that's what we'll be doing tomorrow, I think, Geek. Although we went to a restaurant yesterday, Waffle House. Oh yes, I've seen a Waffle House kicking around. Thank you for that. Went to a restaurant yesterday. It was highly recommended in the Florida guide that my wife bought on Amazon. But it was terrible. It was absolute. The service was appalling. The food was, I ordered lasagna, and the bottom of it was cold. It had clearly been warmed throughout the deep freeze. And the meat was just like a paste. And I thought, this is the worst I've ever had. Hey, Rockmouth, how are you? Playing Zelda. What do you think? Are you enjoying it? I did the draw earlier. and it was actually a lady that won, which is quite cute. And oh, you can't hear me. I can't hear you. I'm playing Zelda. Oh, mate. Yeah, I unfortunately it's using the inbuilt microphone. I can try again with this one, but you have to bear in mind that I can see. I think I can see what the problem is. The microphone, headphones, microphone. Um, Let me try this. Hang on a second. Let's try plugging it in. On a clear day. Why is it not even going in? I can see. Oh, there we go. Right. Okay. Right. Let me just try and see if this is better. I'll need audio and internal mics. Change it to default. So, I can definitely see a microphone. Hopefully that's better, Rockmouth, and you can hear me now. Should be louder. What are you thinking of Zelda? It was it was a lady that won it, and I have emailed her. I don't think she's responded yet though, but no, that's not. I think I put the IP address into Google and it suggested she was in Arizona. So it'll be a couple of hours, and then hopefully. But as always, if no response is forthcoming, then I will be putting it out again into the giveaway list. So it's all good, guys. Can you hear me now? Okay, I know you could hear me before. Is it better now? I suppose is what I'm asking. Is it better than what it was? I hope it is. Let's see as well. Let's try. We hear you. Nice one. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Rockmouth. And I can put this over the top as well. So there you go. Look at that. Got you twice. So yeah, it's. I'm not sure what the temperature's been today. I think it is, or has been, about 28. But it's been quite breezy today. I hate the fact that you're only getting like. There we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? You're kind of not seeing me. Hopefully that won't fall off. It's a boring background. I'm sorry. Maybe put it that way. Maybe get some palm trees or something. You're headed home right now. Whereabouts are you, Geek? Are you on East or West Coast? I mean, I'm obviously East Coast, and it's about 20 past 6, something like that. I haven't got my phone's back there. And if I try and reach it, the headphones will pull the laptop. It'll fly over the top because I've got you on the balcony up here now. Central, cool. Okay, so is that a couple of hours behind Eastern? Because it kind of goes that way, doesn't it? It goes behind as it goes further out towards the west. But I tell you what's been really cool. I mentioned this on Players last night. What I love when we go away, meeting people from the area, from the country, and what usually happens is, we're an hour ahead, so you're about 20 past 5, aren't you? So yeah, in Texas. Oh, I met a few Texans today. At least I think they sounded Texanish. Texas, text. Anyway, I love meeting people, and what I've found here is there are not many Brits. So what's nice is that when you talk to anybody, they don't. I haven't met anyone that's gone, oh my God, I love your accent. I haven't met any of those, but people are they're quite. You can tell they're interested. You know, they're kind of like, where are you from? Whereas when you go to a lot of resorts, when you go to a lot of places that the Brits go, nobody cares. And to be fair to my fellow Brits, most of them I wouldn't want to talk to. We can be an arrogant species, the Brits. We as a country have always believed, generally, that for some reason that we're just better than everybody else. And I suppose most countries probably feel the same way. So I said to the family today, I even felt like going to a local school and just offering myself up for a Q&A session. I thought it'd be quite interesting. There are a lot of people from the Caribbean that live in Florida. Yeah, yeah, and also a lot of Cubans. So, oh, yes, there's a real mix. There's a real mix of different types of. Look at my hair. It's because I've been wearing my cap all day. I hate it. I don't need to wear it. Look, I've got more hair than it should be humanly possible to have for a man and he's older than half a century. But because I've noticed most people that wear caps, it's because they don't have a lot up there. And there's a funny thing as well. It's very unique to you guys in the States. When you go into a restaurant, there's people sat there with their baseball caps on. And I'm like, guys, there's no sunshine in here. That's the thing we don't see. We don't see that in the UK. People take their hats off. But over here, they're still wearing them, eating in caps. But I think it's to do with a general lack of male pattern baldness, basically. So yeah, it's great so far. This is only the end of our second full day, but we've packed a lot in, truthfully, and just really enjoying the culture. We as a family love it in the States. It's our favorite. It's our favorite destination, to be fair. And we've done a lot of the East Coast, not Northeast though. I still want to be able to go from New England up through New York and maybe over to Chicago and up to Philadelphia, and I just really want to do all that area. I'd love to do the Midwest as well. Only in certain restaurants do most people take their hats off. I guess it does it. Is it? I mean, is it? Does it matter? Is it based on how much you pay in a restaurant? Yeah. If you're dressing up, I guess. If you're dressing up to go out for a meal, and you're paying $50 for an entree, you're probably not going to be wearing your cap, are you? Let's be honest. Whereas, where we were last night was an Italian. It was not good. I was really not impressed with it. And there's a couple over there. He's got a bottle of champagne. He's dressed up. I love people watching. And so I guess they were overly worried. Yeah, like a 4. To be honest, in the guidebook it had it down as a 3 or 4 star. I wouldn't have given it 2. I was quite unhappy with it. And the other thing I've noticed, and in fairness, we don't mind tipping. Hey Adam, how are you, dude? We don't mind tipping, and we've been, we've given tips based on how we've enjoyed the service. And the first day, our first full day here, you better let me in naked. That's funny. Our first full day, we went to a Cuban restaurant for breakfast, which was really nice. We gave a decent tip. But this place last night, it was all well and good. And most of the restaurants we've been to, they've said, well, there's an optional tip. But then when they give you the machine to put your card on, it's like choices. And like this place went from 18% up to 50%. So my wife just pressed the custom button and put in 5. It wasn't very good. Just leaving work. Are you, mate? Good. Yeah, I know it's a funny old time for me to stream. I have been intending while here to stream a lot later. Hey, Neil. Oh, I know, mate. I know it. What is it where you are? It must be about coming up to midnight, 11:30, is it? Something like that. Getting a time right is for everybody is the hardest thing. In a way, that's why when I go out with Clock at midday Eastern, I thought it was about 11:30. It works quite nicely because people can join for lunch or 9 a.m. breakfast. But for me, it's difficult to do a midday show while I'm here because we're out for the day. So I have to do this kind of a thing. And we're going out, we've got to be out in half an hour. So I've got to get in, get showered, get changed, and be ready to go out. So this is only a short show, really. It's just me saying hi to everybody, reminding you I'm still here. No wheel. I may do a wheel next week. I did set this up to work with the wheel, but I couldn't get the stream to work initially, so I gave up on trying to do anything too complicated. Hey Reva, how are you, my friend? I'm actually not in Miami. I'm in the Keys. I'm in Marathon, which is kind of central Keys, about an hour from Key West, and a 2.5 hour drive from Miami in the north. So we flew into Miami on Wednesday, and we picked up the car, and then we drove straight down to Marathon, where we're staying for I think the next half a dozen days. And then Stadia is dead. Well, no, that's, it's a comment. I don't think anybody is going to anyone's going to argue with you on that one, my friend. So we flew in, and then we drove down to Marathon, and then we're here for another 5 days, I think, and then we're staying in Key West for the final chunk. Good to see you on camera on Purple Show. Oh, Rouster. Sorry, I thought you were talking to me then. I thought I haven't been on Purple Show. See, all these people will go on other people's shows, but they won't come on my show. What's that all about? I know why, because Adam's he's everywhere. I think, you see, I think of you guys as my exclusive audience. I don't think of you appearing on other people's shows. And then I tune in, and there you all are. And I think, so much for loyalty. Exclusivity. So how was it, Adam? How'd you get on, my friend? Oh, I'm going to go back and watch that. I'd love to see you. I hope you're well. I hope you're all well and enjoying yourselves. I don't know what the temperature, I don't know what the weather's like further north on the east. I mean, down here, as I say, it's about 80. So it's very humid as well, which I don't mind too much. But yeah, we're going to head out in a few minutes. I'm probably just going to get a pizza or something, I guess. You popped in. That's good. Well, you must pop into Players. Players is the show where we do. Oh, bless you, Neil. I'm going to try and add a few more shows when I get back. Just kind of generally up the mix. Not necessarily including me. I'm really keen. Anybody who wants to do a show, the advantage of doing it on my channel, by the way, is one, you're more likely to get a half-decent audience to begin with. And by that I mean anything initially between 9 and 15 live, which is more than a lot of people get. And also what it does is it reflects back on your channel. So a lot of the guys who have gone the route of setting up and running shows on my channel have ended up making their channels much bigger as a result. So it works really well. And I'm kind of really keen, I've always been quite keen for the Rokk channel, the Rokk Show channel, to be an eclectic mix of gaming related content. So I think there's room moving forward to start having some shows dedicated around platforms like what the Helix boys do, but not including me, because I want to try and keep myself quite neutral and aloof. But there are plenty of people who are massively into hey Granite, how are you, dude? I know, I'm quite happy with the time zone. The funniest thing is I absolutely love driving on what is to me the opposite side of the road, but to you guys and most of the world, the correct side. I've always felt, there goes Amelia Earhart, they found her. I've always felt more comfortable driving on the opposite side. It's always felt better for me, more natural. So I love it. I don't have any issues at all driving when I'm away. I particularly love driving in the States because, one, most of your roads are huge. I mean, I'm used to driving in these tiddly little lanes down a country dirt track. Hey, Crystal, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. So yeah, I love driving in the States. I feel quite American. You guys should adopt me. Could you I don't know, maybe write to your congressman and maybe we'll start a campaign, Adopt a Rokk. I'd be happy to be an honorary American. I reckon I fit in quite well. So yeah, I'm loving it. And the time zone is fine. I mean, I did the first day. We got in to Miami about 5:30 in the afternoon, in the evening, and we got to our hotel by about 10:30, which would have been about 2 a.m. or 2:30 in the UK. But did you not, Crystal? Don't worry. It was very much an impromptu stream. And I'm just mentioning to the guys, we're going out in the not too distant future to grab some dinner. So I just really wanted to pop in and say hello. And while I'm here, I'll show you. This is, so we have an apartment, which you can just kind of see. It's this beautiful up in the trees here. And it's a gorgeous beach resort. They've got a lovely little water fountain down there, and it's very, very kind of well, not secluded, but it is because there's just so much greenery, and then there's about four pools and its own private beach, and we're going to eat out on the private beach tonight. They've got like a tiki bar that does pizzas and stuff. So we'll do a bit of that, and so it's all good. But I know it's better for you guys if I stream later. I appreciate this is the time when a lot of you go home from work and school and so on. And normally I would, but I wasn't sure what time we would get back after dinner. And also, as Neil just pointed out, it's 11:30 in the evening in the UK, so it's very much the tail end of when anybody from Europe can pop in. So I didn't get any, oh, Crystal, bless you. I know. It was a lady that won it, though. I mean, I say this because she hasn't responded to my email yet. Okay. So, and the way it works is if I don't hear from them, I've got to give people 2 weeks really, because they might be on vacation as well, in fairness. So if I don't hear after a fortnight, then it goes back into the pot. And I'll either choose somebody again, or no, it's only fair to choose somebody again, as you've already put, yeah, that's what I'll do. So we'll see. That did happen recently. Somebody didn't get back to me and it went to someone else. Return a PSVR 2, go on vacation with the money. Yeah. I have to say, straight off the bat, I'm not paying for this. My wife is, and I can't tell you how or why, but she's a lot more wealthy than I am. So, this is where they wanted to come. I'm more than happy to do that. It's absolutely fine for me. Oh, wow, the sun's just starting to pour in here. Look at this. You can see it just coming in there. Gorgeous. Yeah, we share everything. We have joint bank accounts and everything. It's the way we've always been. That's how I believe marriages should be. I know some people do separate bank accounts and stuff, but it's never been our thing. It's all right. Nobody can see you. I'm aiming at the... although I could show you the youngest. Are we getting ready? How much longer? Oh, no? 10 minutes? 5 minutes? Yeah? That was my youngest. Yeah. Spraying the anti-mosquito stuff. There she is. Right, guys. Well, it's been a short one. It's only been half an hour, but I will do some more. We've got Saturday tomorrow, so I'll try and get one in at a later time. So when you've all eaten, at least on the East Coast. I was thinking about the ideal time is probably about 10 Eastern, because then Western is about 7, and then anything in between, depending on where you are in America. So I might try and do one later. Not so much. We are in the same time, Crystal. It's funny, isn't it? It's the whole time zone thing blows my mind. It's so weird, isn't it? But I'm adjusted to it. It's all good, and I'm loving it. Yeah, I'm really very happy. I haven't watched any American TV while I've been over here, though. It's funny how I used to, when we used to come over, I used to always put on. So I just like the adverts and stuff. I know that sounds crazy, but just getting into the culture, I love all that stuff. And I was saying at the beginning of the show, what's really nice is that the Keys is very much a destination for Americans versus people from my country. Very, very few people come here from the UK. So talking to people, it's really lovely because they're like, oh, you're from England. Wow. Oh, that's a long way to come. They just don't expect, because a lot of them fly down. I was speaking to a guy yesterday from Salt Lake City. He's up in the mountains, goes a lot of skiing apparently. But he was saying it was like a 4-hour flight from wherever to Miami, and I'm like, that was my drive to the airport. And then we had a 9-hour flight and then a 2.5-hour drive. So it was a long, long trip. But yeah, I'm the same, Adam. I mean, back at home, we rarely watch TV anymore. The one interesting thing is, I tried watching some episodes of Suits that I downloaded for the flight. It wouldn't work. It said, no, these downloads don't work in this territory. But there was a movie on Netflix which isn't on in the UK, Netflix in the UK, but I watched half of it on the plane. It's new Tom Hanks movie, I think it's Man Called Otto, or My Name is Otto or something. It's a really good film. I loved it. I was halfway into it and really enjoying it. It's a couple of laugh out louds as well, which is a bit weird when you've got headphones on a plane and you suddenly laugh out loud. People are like, whoa. So I can watch that, which is really cool. No spoilers. No. It's a really, really good film, Crystal. The half that I watched, I really enjoyed. I love Tom Hanks. Who doesn't love Tom Hanks? It's got his son in it as well, one of his sons playing a role. But I really enjoyed it. Neil says, Americans always used to say to me, I love your accent. You're from Australia. I get that. Yeah, I've had that a lot, Neil. That's interesting. And I think it's because they expect us to have like a Cockney accent or a very posh kind of Hugh Grant accent. But yeah, I've had that. We've joked about that, funny enough, on the flight, how, people are, hi, are you from Australia? But Australians have a really thick Australian accent. Michelle, how are you? I'm great, thank you. I'm loving it. I'm down here in the Florida Keys, in the States, on holiday, on vacay, and it's almost like a scene from Dead Island 2. Look at this. Look, I just keep expecting to see zombies. This is our own little private pool. It's amazing. Right, I better go, guys, because I'm going to get it in the neck from the ladies who are desperate for pizza. Somebody's cooking fish. I can smell fish, like fish being cooked fish. I was confused. Everywhere we went on the menus in restaurants, they were selling dolphin meat. Dolphin. It's illegal to eat dolphin in the UK, so I'm like, what's going on? Dolphin? And somebody put me right. Apparently it's the dolphin fish. There's a fish called a dolphin fish. But they don't say that on the menus. It just says dolphin. It doesn't say dolphin fish. And I was like, I'm going to boycott this restaurant. Any restaurant that's prepared to serve my happy little mammalian friends is not for me. But it turned out it was a fish. I don't know why they don't say fish. Disney, no Disney, Michelle, not down this part of Florida. So we came into Miami and then just drove straight down to the Keys, and we spend the whole period. We'll be down here in the Keys. It's too far. I'd love to again. I'd love to go. I mean, we've done Disney quite a few times. I'd love to do it again, because the last time we went, they had the Avatar, but they didn't have the Star Wars. The Star Wars was due to open about a month later. And we missed all of that, so I'd love to do that. But no, we're just down here, nice chillaxing holiday. Just, soaking it up and enjoying ourselves. So I will be doing some more. Now that I've got this working, I will do some more. I've been loath to schedule anything just because I know I'm not going to be able to hit the schedule, and it's so they're going to kind of be a bit impromptu. And if you're able to join, that's fantastic. But if you can't, you can't. It's just the way it is, right? But very happy that you are, guys. And I will also be doing, this will be the earliest one I probably do, because I appreciate that, you know, a lot of you are coming back from work and stuff. So the next stream that I do will be much later, probably be around 10 p.m. Eastern, sort of 7ish Western, and very very late for my European for my European friends. I don't think we'll see many of them, so I'm going to be on. These are going to be American streams, I think, for quite a while. But listen, have a fantastic Friday. What's left of it for you? I'm definitely going to try and stream again tomorrow. I might even surprise you and pop up later, but I don't think I will. We'll see how the world goes. But I really, really appreciate your indulgence. Thank you. Michelle, lovely to see you. Crystal, lovely to see you. Thank you, guys. Adam, thank you, my friend. And I'm going to go and watch the Purple Haze stream where you pop in as well. Neil, thank you so much for staying up, my friend. I really appreciate you. Who else do we have? There's some, Granite Tea Rock. Florida was our honeymoon destination from Canada. We did Disney and Universal. Oh, yeah, it's fantastic. Fantastic location for a honeymoon. I hope you had a fun time, my friend. We had our honeymoon in Greece, a place called Halkidiki, and it rained solidly for the whole time. I have no good memories of our honeymoon. Who else? Who else was really generous at their time? Reva, thank you so much, Ryan. I saw your face earlier, and young Ray photoshopping your glasses with a very bizarre peanut-shaped thing going on. Of course, Geek to Sneak, thank you, my friend. And Anne Muna, thank you for jumping in as well. Rockmouth, good to see you, and I hope you're enjoying Zelda. Tell me what you think. I'm really, really keen. I'm going to get it, but I want to get Breath of the Wild out of the way first. Right, I think I've covered everybody. Christian as well. Thank you, Christian. You were straight in there. Appreciate you guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Thanks for jumping in, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.